Hey guys, it's Adam here, your Northern Tech, and today we're going to do another unboxing video of another advanced personal vaporizer that I recently received, and I gotta say, it's a sweet one. Today we're going to review the L-Rider Lambo 6.0. Oh yeah, people, this thing is beast. Roll that intro. Alrighty, so here we have the box. It's the L-Rider, thinking to change the world. Yup. It is a 20-watt stick mod, kind of like your Vamos and SIDs and Z-Maxes and all that nonsense. But this one goes up to 20 watts. Stainless steel, variable voltage, variable wattage mod. On the bottom, it's got the exact same crap. Shows that it goes to 6 volts, just like the, what is that device? The Vamo and the SID and all the rest of them. Once again, stainless steel. Lambo 6.0 on the end. Lambo 6.0 on the end. Let's crack it open and take a look at it, because that's the best part. So it opens up from the side, and inside is some like plastic injected, you know, there's your mod. So they wrap the mod in a nice bag. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have been using it. It's been about, I'd say, I got this device on Thursday and I've been using it since then. Okay, so let's just go over the device real quick. Actually, I'll show you. They give you the instructions for it here. They'll tell you how to use it and tell you all the different features of it. Not really a manual, more like a pamphlet. So they're like advanced variable wattage mod. The voltage ranged from 0 to 6 in 0.1 increments, wattage 1 to 20 in 1 watt increments, which is weird. 1 watt. Who the frig's gonna vape at 1 watt? Anyway, standard ego with external screw, can fit almost any 510 ego atomizer on the market today. 3-button design, pretty easy to use. Ohm meter built in, like that feature. Blue LCD, 360 turnaround, never stuck button. Yep. Battery voltage reader, does have that. Atomizer short circuit protection, love that feature. Reverse battery protection, gotta like that. Vent holes for added safety. 10-second protection, made in stainless steel. Uses 1-piece 18650 high drain battery. This is where they get me. This 1-piece 18650 high drain battery, and we're going to talk about that. So it has the one activate button. So you click the button 5 times to turn on and off the device. If you click it 3 times, you'll switch between voltage and wattage mode. And if you press the button for 10 seconds or longer, the device will shut down to protect the atomizer to avoid it from blowing up. Basically, you'll burn out your coil because you'll overheat it. So that's all the instructions. On the back, they basically tell you what each button does. Hold one button for 3 seconds, it tells you the resistance, and the other button tells you the battery. And then you press them to increase or decrease your voltage, and the third button will let you swap between variable voltage, variable wattage. Anyway, so let's take a quick closer look at the device rather than the instructions. So here we go. There it is. So on the bottom here, you got your vent holes in case you have a battery venting gases. I have yet to have that happen to me, but I'm sure in my times I'll come across a defective battery and it'll poo all over the place. Basically, to put the battery in, you just unscrew the bottom, battery goes in there. It's all stainless steel construction with your pin on the top to accept your battery. Now, I've been using flat tops, haven't had a problem with them. They go in there no problem. You probably could put a nipple top in there. I haven't tried it yet because I don't have any high drain nipple tops. Now we'll go ahead and throw a battery into it now. So right now the device is off. I'm using Sony VTC4 batteries. They're 2100 milliamps, 18650, 30 amp discharge. Yeah, they're good batteries. A lot of the guys online like these. Now, the moment I hook the end cap up, you can see the device just turned on. So the device is already on. If we press and hold this button, it tells me 3 volts, but then it tells me that there's 3.9 volts left in the battery. Yes, people, I've been using this battery today to vape with this device. And right now, if we press and hold this one here, it should come back with a weird reading of F1, which means there's no atomizer on the end, or we have a short circuit. And this is your fire button, which right now won't do anything except for glow because there's nothing attached. Other than that, there's not really much going on here. You got Lambo 6.0 on this side, and when you rotate it, you got your serial code on this side, or serial number. Not too bad, not too bad. On the base, you got L-Rider's logo and nothing on the other side. You can take this top cap off. I just haven't done it yet because she's on there really good. I'm probably gonna have to get the vice grips onto that to break that free, but not a big deal. I don't need to take it off because I've been running this guy here with the iGo L. It looks ridiculous when it's on there, but I've been running it with the iGo L at 0.8 ohms. This device will sub-ohm to 0.5 ohms, no problem. Right now we're in voltage mode. We want to go to wattage. Boop, boop, boop. We're in wattage mode at 1 watt. And then you just press the button to crank it up. So right now we're at 7, 8, 9, 10. I got a line through the friggin' thing. Sorry about that, guys. And she'll go right up to 20 watts. No problem. Check the resistance of the atomizer, 0.7 ohms. And if I take the cap off, might be easier if we do it in this view. So I took the top off. I've been vaping on this all day, so she's a little bit dried out. This is still the same coil, people, from the builds and the VIP juice reviews, but right now we're at 20 watts, and when you tag it, she just starts chucking. You know, not too bad, not too bad. It does vape really well. I do really like it, but the instructions said something really weird. And P. Basardo, if you haven't checked out that guy, his link will be around here-ish somewhere. P. Basardo, pretty big vaping guy on the YouTubes. He got one of these and he reviewed it. And then he did a test on, he has some sort of a device he basically hooks it up with the 510 connector, presses the fire button, and it'll tell him how many volts are coming out of it. Now during his video, he has it hooked up and he hits it and it's like 5.5, which was the proper amount for the watts he was throwing into it with the resistance on the device. Hits it again, 3.3. Hits it again, 5.5. Hits it again, 5.5. Hits it again, 3.3. I noticed something with this device. First, I'll give it a toot. So as you can tell, it works really well. You know, it's at one point, at that ohmage, at that wattage, I never run it that high. I usually keep it around 10 watts because it's more than enough. Because I find when you crank the watts up to 20 watts at 0.7 ohms, the vape is a little bit too hot for my comfort. Not a big fan of that. But it does a pretty good job for being a regulated mod that can sub-ohm and do 20 watts. It ain't no DNA 20, it ain't no DNA 30, but for the price that you can get these things at, which is 60 bucks, it's a lot cheaper than a DNA 30 or 20 for 189. Just putting that out there. Now, one thing I noticed with this device, like I was talking about with P. Basardo, when he was testing it out and he was getting all the voltage drops, right now, if I turn on that thing and I press the button, you'll notice the screen doesn't dim one bit. If I put an eFest 10 amp battery in this thing, which we're gonna do. All right, I'm gonna show you here, pulling the Sony out. Here's the Sony battery, putting it off to the side. Right here, we have an eFest 2000 milliamp, 10 amp. This thing can do up to 10 amps of draw. It's a high drain rechargeable battery. This is what that manual calls for, is a high drain battery. So we stab it into the guy, put the lid back on. We're sitting at 3 volts. We'll put her in 2 wattage mode. Oh, I just turned it off, freak sakes. It's not doing it now. It's working fine. Weird, maybe because the battery's fully charged. Now it wants to work fine with these eFest batteries. Now it's working fine, but I noticed a while back when I tried it, I put these eFest batteries in and the screen started dimming. Now it's working fine. So maybe it's hit and miss. Maybe he had a bad cell. Maybe one of my eFest batteries, I got 4 of them over there. Maybe one of those batteries is about to shit the bed and it just can't hold the right charge. I don't know. But I did notice that the moment I started using the Sonys in this device, she was vaping like a boss. I got her at 15 watts right now. And she's putting out the vape. So one thing I do notice with the 10 amp eFest, it does get a little warmer. It's putting a little bit more stress on the device or on the battery, but not a big deal. Like I say, I always run it at 10 watts and never run it at 15. And it's pretty good. I don't know, I really like it. Compared to the Vamos, I think this is a really nice device compared to the Vamos, mainly because people who want to sub-ohm, who want to get into the sub-ohm categories without the worry of blowing themselves up because they're using a mech mod and they're not confident in their wrapping skills and they just want that extra protection but don't want to use a 7 amp fuse because they don't think it's going to be enough, and usually it isn't. This is a good way to go. You know, you got your 20 watts of power, 6 volts if you like it in voltage mode, and it's regulated and protected, so if you do get a short in your coil, it won't fire, which is perfect. So this is the L-Rider Lambo. Did a little quick unboxing for you there and demonstration of it. It's not doing that weird funky thing with the screen. It was doing that the other day with another battery, so that means I gotta a funky E-Fest battery over there that's got to be dealt with. And yeah, like the Sonys work great in it. These E-Fests are working great. And I just ordered 4 purple 2500 milliamp 35 amp E-Fest batteries. So we're gonna have a lot of batteries to vape with, and so far this device is one of my favorites for daily use, and I've been using the shit out of it ever since I got it. Like, I'm really impressed with the product. So it's kind of a shame that they're taking it off the market after P. Basardo dropped his review on it. L Rider decided, oh, it's not a good item, we better pull it, and a lot of companies have it as discontinued, and it's a real shame because it's a real good device if you put the right battery into it. So anyway guys, my name's Adam. I am your Northern Tech. I hope you enjoyed this review and unboxing of the L Rider Lambo. If you did, you know that like button is, give it a click. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know where to leave them down below. And until next time guys, peace the frig out. Alright guys, just wanted to add one more tidbit to the video here, because now this damn thing's doing it. Let me just turn off the video light. It's going to be dark. Oh, for freak's sakes, put it on auto. But there's the device there, so if I turn on the LCD and hit the button, you see how it gets dimmer and she starts flickering? That's because it can't keep up with the battery. The battery's not producing enough amperage. Current voltage of the battery is 3.9 volts. The ohm reading on the coil is still 0.7, but it just can't keep up with that voltage to produce the whopping 7 watts I'm trying to put out. So you have to use a high drain battery like a 30 ampere. Otherwise, it'll just not do it.